Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Teasing the NFL, your destination for NFL teaser bets. Andrew Chang on my right here. I'm Daniel Saludo. We are taking you through the early afternoon games for Week 11 of the 2020 NFL season. We're on the first game of the week, of the Sunday, and that is the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Cleveland Browns. I'm waiting for you to do your thing. Nah, you can't. Not after last week.
Oh, God. My thing? I got shot down, man. I mean, I would never shoot a bald eagle because that's the most unpatriotic thing you can do. But golly, the Giants just literally.
That was rough.
It was bad, man. It was. I'm glad my order from NFL shop
hasn't come in yet.
I'm about to return my Philadelphia shirt.
Well, maybe things will change here, but Cleveland is the favorite here at -3, and your total is 47.5. So Philly gets teased up to +9. Cleveland gets teased across the 0 to +3. Your over gets teased down to 41.5, and your under gets teased up to 53.5. So, Eagle, my dear Eagles friend, how are we feeling now after hearing those lines?
You know what?
It's the same.
Just about the same. So the Browns had a pretty good game against Houston last week, albeit the weather was crazy. And I think
it was ridiculous how windy it was.
I think, you know what, my heart told me to bet Houston, but I forgot what I bet. I think I bet the over.
What you chose? We both picked the over.
Yeah, which was terrible because
both whiffed.
That was a huge whiff.
But that's before we really knew the weather report, and we shot that one on a Thursday night. So the weather report was there, but we weren't.
Dude, given that, I would have
taken the under as well because and I talk about weather games in general, but the number one thing for that the weather affects a football game weather-wise, is wind. Second is rain, heavy rain specifically, and third is snow. Snow actually is not as big of a difference maker.
Right. So as alluding to that game, only because of that, I feel Cleveland, they still didn't really look that impressive to me, but
they look very good. They look good. But then again, it's the Texans.
Right. So. As bad as as good as they were against the Texans, the Philadelphia Eagles last week were just. It was awful.
It was awful.
Usually my mom told me if I have nothing nice to say, not to say it at all. So
Go ahead. Just tell them.
I don't have anything. I really don't have anything nice to say about the Eagles. Right. So now.
So what about this week though?
This week against the Browns at home again, hopefully with better weather. I'm sorry. I feel that +9 is not enough. So that's not going to be my lean as an Eagles fan. Looking at the totals, just a quick touch up. The over at 41.5 versus the under at 53.5. This is not going to be in one of my top tier bets, but if I had to choose any spread, I would actually tease the Cleveland Browns over the 0 to +3,
okay, all right.
Which is a little crazy. But yeah, I think ultimately that I don't know what to say. So I just don't know.
So is that your lean? Cleveland +3?
That's my lean. That's
all
my lean.
All right. That's.
I
understand. I would have a hard time trusting it too.
Yeah, and I think Philly's defense against the run, against Chubbzilla, I don't know. I think they
have a pretty good run defense. Let's be fair to them. But yeah, Hunt and Chubb are
that's the 1-2.
Yeah, great 1-2. It's probably the best 1-2 in the league.
Yeah. So just throw it to a tight end or
They don't throw to tight ends. They don't throw to tight ends. You got Jarvis Landry.
Okay, Landry's still in there.
Shad Higgins, I think.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not high on either of these teams, so it's kind of low. But if I had to choose, I would choose the Browns. Okay. Unfortunately, in this case.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but
you just do. You just can't trust them. I get it.
Like in the NFC least, man, all you have to do is, you know what? I'm done.
Yeah, you're done.
You're done. Go for it.
Soapbox. Step off your soapbox now. I'm gonna choose something that is it's gonna bring a smile to his face. And
Will it?
Huh?
Will it?
Yeah. I'm gonna take Philly plus the points.
What?
+9. It just. I have no justification for this. After last week's performance, and I think with Philly's defense being good enough to hold off the run, they're not going to stop the run, but they'll be able to minimize it enough to where Cleveland's going to have to throw the ball more. And I think it's kind of a little bit of that get-right game for Philly and Wentz. God, I hope so. Because I'm starting him. But and I got this kind of from a guy off Wager Talk and off Twitter. His name's Mid-Major Matt. He's from Philly, so he's a big Philadelphia Eagles fan. He just said that this feels like a game that feels like it's Phillies, and it doesn't feel it's one of those games where they come out and they just get it. And so I'm kind of leaning to that just because I don't like either of the totals because it could go either way, and I definitely don't trust Cleveland.
Excuse me. Whew. Man, Eagles Nation must have said
they're
that
talking
one.
about you. Somebody's talking about you. I just feel like I kind of expect the game to be kind of close. Outside of last week's game, Philly's kind of been in every game. So I just, if I don't know what I'm going to do, my general default is to take the points. And so I'm going to take Philly +9.
Okay, I mean, I can dig that. But, Philly's one of those teams, especially nowadays, where they have a chance to score, they will put it all on the line, which somehow, that's what I was alluding to towards the Texans. When the Texans had the ball against the Browns, I think they went for like 2 or like 3 fourth downs.
Yeah.
Didn't get it. And I feel that Philly, given the same position, would do the same. Doug Peterson has been a fan, I feel, of going for it on fourth down, which kind of hurts because I thought I was going to pick up that kicker, Jake Elliott, but now he's just like completely useless because they always go for it and he gets no points. So if they do that against the Browns, I think it will be kind of disappointing, and then I would definitely see that Cleveland +3 come into fruition. But I do God, you knew how to make me smile. Philadelphia +9. I just can't trust Philly at this point.
It's hard to trust them. I get it.
And +9 is a great line. I mean, but God, you just don't know. I just don't know. Right. So,
All right, I'm putting him in Cleveland +3. There it is. Waiting for that head shake. And I'm going to take Philly +9. I'm just gut feeling a little bit. I do say sometimes go with your gut. Take the numbers in and analysis as well, but also go with a little bit of your gut at the same time. And so I'm going with that. And I just, if I deem the game to be somewhat close, which I do, I do get over a touchdown. So I do get a touchdown. So Philly +9 for me.
All right.
But let us know in the comments below what you think about this game. How do you think it's going to go? And if you're betting any of the sides of the totals, let us know. We always like seeing everybody's opinion out there. But until next time, if you like the content you got in this video, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, subscribe, tick the notification bell, and select all. That way you stay up to date with all of our latest previews and videos for the rest of the 2020 NFL season. But until next time, for Andrew Chang, I'm Daniel Saludo. I'd like to thank you for joining us and tuning into this video. But until then, make sure you get your bets in. And of course, don't forget to be a tease.